Hello, it is day 16 of 38 Days of Work Mom, where I go through the lessons in my book, Work Mom Says Don't Be an Idiot, available on Amazon, and share the lessons that I've learned the hard way so you don't have to. Today, we're talking about minding your manners. And that may sound trite, it may sound old school, but if you can remember to be gracious and considerate in most of your business dealings, you will never regret it. When someone's acting up, somebody's being rude, somebody doesn't know how to properly behave in a work setting, that does not mean that you need to go with them to a rude place or a stupid place, I would say, by responding in kind. There are people out there that don't know how to manage their emotions. And because of that, they will sometimes come at you. And I've had people do this throughout my career where they're just having a bad day and they don't understand that the lack of manners, the lack of graciousness that they're exhibiting holds them back. And I'll give you an example. There was a woman that I used to work with. She was lovely, wonderful woman, office manager type. We had a very complex expense reporting system. I mean, it was complicated. And we, once in a while, if one of us was struggling with it, she would jump in and help. Well, people start around the office started to hear that, oh, look, she'll help you with your expense reports. And before you know it, people were just leaving piles of paper on her desk with little notes saying, "Will you take care of this for me?" And as a result, she stopped doing it for everybody because those people who would just dump things on her and be less than gracious, less than mannerly, less than appreciative, ruined it for everybody else. And I'll tell you, when people who can't control their emotions and they misbehave in a work setting, when they act that way, 9 times out of 10, if they're a somewhat decent human being, they'll feel bad about the fact that they kind of, bit you or acted rudely towards you, and you'll gain the upper hand. I know it sounds crazy, but if you're the one that can stay cool, calm, polite, when someone else is just losing it, you'll never regret it, and people will remember you for that. And that's the kind of energy that needs to be in the high level VP and C-level suites. That's what it takes to be an entrepreneur. So if you can develop that level of emotional intelligence that allows you to keep your cool, be mannerly, be polite, always pay attention to the rules, basic rules of business etiquette, you will never lose. It will never be a bad thing. So that's what I have for you today. I do have a podcast called Work Mom Says Don't Be an Idiot. That's on all the podcast platforms. I also have a website at Work Mom Says. Swing by there. You can listen to all the old episodes and drop me a note as to who you would like to hear me have on the show. If you have any questions for me, you'd like to connect, I'm also an open networker on LinkedIn. So that's what I've got. Thanks so much for joining me. See you tomorrow.